Hello, and welcome to a new video on the Max Jeffrey channel. We've had a bit of success on other platforms, so we started this YouTube channel, and today we are comparing Thailand and Vietnam, the positives of both countries and the differences as well. Let's get into it, and I've got to say I love both of these countries. Okay, starting with Thailand, a positive about Thailand is the food. Now, the food is absolutely out of this world. Thai food is truly amazing. But if you are like me and as pale as I am, you probably can't handle the spice as well as the Thai people can themselves. Now, when you go and order some spicy food, make sure you order mild or below that. If you order spicy, your head is going to get blown off, quite literally. But the food is amazing. Ask for green curry if you can't handle that spice, and the green curries are second to none. Whether it's fish, whether it's beef, lamb, chicken, they have some of the best options in the world, especially their chicken dishes. They're incredible. Crab salads are also extremely nice in Thailand. And the Thai food has so much variety, and depending on where you go, you can get a real mix and match when it comes to price, quality, affordability. And there are some gourmet places in Thailand and even Michelin star restaurants. For food, I highly recommend Bangkok and Chiang Mai. Both places have exceptional food and some really top quality food for a reasonable price. Both areas are a little bit more expensive than some of the more rural areas in Thailand, but the food's definitely better than the south. Second positive is the convenience. Now, the convenience of Thailand is just unmatched. Out of any Asian country that I've been to, they by far have the best effectiveness when it comes to transportation and just getting around in general. Getting flights is extremely cheap if you want to fly from Bangkok to Phuket to Chiang Mai, even get speedboats and cruise boats across from Phuket to Ao Nang to Krabi. These kind of transportation methods are not just cheap, they are effective, and you get to see the beauty of Thailand whilst doing it. It is truly, truly incredible. I highly recommend getting speedboats around the Phi Phi Islands and anywhere in the south. On top of this, the food delivery service on Grab is out of this world. I'm not sponsored by Grab or anything like this, but everybody in Thailand uses Grab. You can get food in 30 minutes for about £6 or £5, or literally less than $5. Don't have a license? You can literally just hop on the back of a motorbike, a Grab motorbike, which will cost you less than £5 to go 10 kilometers. Need transportation from the airport for cheaper than a normal cab? Well, you can literally just get Grab and it will take you in a normal car and just get all your suitcases in, all of your luggage in, and you will have no issue at all. Grab service is incredible, and this is available all throughout Thailand. And the third positive is that everybody speaks English. And I'm not just talking about the Thai people. And to be honest, not every single Thai person does speak English, but the majority of people do, especially if you're in those major tourist areas. Basically, everybody in any type of service industry is going to speak English. But you also have so many people from around the world that you can get to meet. People from Europe, people from other parts of Asia, people from Africa, people from North America, South America, all the continents. I just missed Oceania. But all of the continents, they travel there. It is an extremely popular place to go. It is kind of in this area where everybody in Asia wants to travel there. I met so many people from the rest of Asia there. So you get this new cultural experience where you get to learn not just about the Thai culture, but about other people's culture and meet some great friends along the way. The Thai people are lovely, that's a whole separate point, but everybody is accommodating. You will learn so much, and there is so much culture in this country. So you will have an incredible experience no matter who you are if you go to Thailand. Okay, now 3 positives for Vietnam, starting with the people. The people are some of the friendliest people you're ever going to meet. Now, in Thailand, the people are extremely friendly, and that is because there is an extremely big emphasis on westernization within many areas. Now, in Vietnam, this isn't really the case. Yes, they've had colonial rule from the French and various different people, and you do get a lot of Europeans there and a lot of Americans there also because of the Vietnam War. But it is not catered to the Western needs, and it is very, very unique, very Vietnamese, and the people are still lovely to you. Yes, these wars have gone on, but they're still speaking to these American people like they're their best friend. And the really interesting thing about Vietnam is that most people cannot speak English, and they still treat you with the utmost respect using body language. They are honestly some of the nicest people you'll ever meet. I spent a lot of time with the Vietnamese people. I sat and ate dinner with them when they didn't speak a word of English, but somehow we managed to sit through an hour and a half of kind of communicating using body language, and so many people in Vietnam are like this. Lovely, lovely people. Two is the Vietnamese infrastructure, the way the roads are designed, the way the entire country is connected. It is absolutely unbelievable. Now, we thought this was going to be a bit of a problem. Me and my mate who were traveling Vietnam together, we thought going around was going to be an issue. No, not at all. You can also kind of do the same thing with Grab and go around and literally go to any place in Vietnam, and the Grab drivers will basically accept it. But sometimes it takes a while. If you have a motorbike in Vietnam, you can literally travel from the top in Hanoi down to Ho Chi Minh, through Da Nang, and so many beautiful areas with so much richness and diversity. It is truly incredible. If you're going to get a motorbike around and travel Vietnam properly, the north and the south are totally different. So I would recommend going to Hanoi, then going to Hai Phong for a few days, then going over to Cat Ba Island and potentially Ha Long, which is a World Heritage Site, and then maybe getting a flight down to Ho Chi Minh City and then working your way up back to Da Nang. However, you can stop into Da Nang on the way down towards Ho Chi Minh if you are choosing to go from the north to the south by motorbike. But the infrastructure is incredible. The people who drive there are efficient. They are insanely good on motorbikes. However, if you're going across a zebra crossing in Vietnam, just be prepared because they will not slow down. They will just dodge you. I didn't see any potholes in Vietnam. I saw quite a few potholes in Thailand, but it's a really, really incredible place and it is so built up. And the final positive about Vietnam is the diversity. And it's kind of leading on from the point that I just said before, but the diversity of the country is incredible. I compare it to Italy in Europe when you have the very long coastline, you have the north and the south being completely different places. You have this difference in culture, completely depending on where you are within the country, different foods, different ways of life, different climates, different terrains. It is honestly so different depending on where you go in Vietnam, and the north and the south are nothing alike. And the south has incredible historical sites to see because obviously, again, the Vietnam War was fought there, and I would definitely go into the rural parts where less tourists are to really see the true Vietnamese culture. It is out of this world, and the diversity and difference of people all along the country is truly spectacular. So those are three positives of both countries, but what's the real difference between the two countries? Well, first of all, Vietnam is much, much cheaper. Way more affordable. And again, this is because it's not catered to that Western palate, that Western demand that a lot of us Americans and people from the UK and Europeans have. And the Vietnamese just have it more affordable for that reason, because they understand it is not commercialized or globalized to the same level. So if you're going to Vietnam, you can live more like a king or queen than you could in Thailand, even though Thailand is known as an affordable holiday destination. But Thailand is a little bit more expensive, and it's one of the most expensive places to travel to in Southeast Asia. Basically, every other country around it is cheaper. Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam. Another difference is food. In Vietnam, most of the fish you're going to get is not filleted or filleted, depending on where you're from. But basically, the fish usually has really big bones in it, especially if you're eating tilapia or any other type of freshwater fish. They're not easy to fillet because the bones and rib cage are basically impossible to cut through without having a fillet with bones inside. So they usually roast the entire fish, and you've got to be careful because I got a huge bone stuck in my gum, which I spent hours trying to pick out of my gum in the bathroom. And my mate also had some issues with fish. Also in Thailand, you have a lot more variety when it comes to Western food and fast food in general. I got a truffle burger in Thailand for about £2.50, and that's with a meal and a drink. So overall, when it comes to food, Thailand has probably got better options when it comes to that variety, or if you are a picky eater in general. But if you want to explore, Vietnam is definitely a better place when it comes to food because of the overall variety. They have some foods you've never seen before, and you should go and do a seafood hot pot. It is truly a real incredible experience. And then one other thing you'll see in Vietnam that you might not see in Thailand is dog. If you're in the major cities in Vietnam, you're probably not likely to see it, but dog is available in a lot of places in the rural areas of Vietnam. I saw this many times myself. If you're more of an exploring type of person, an adventurous type of person, I highly recommend Vietnam. If you're more a party person and somebody that likes a bit of chaos, I would go to Thailand. But then again, it depends where you go within both places. I highly recommend Ho Chi Minh, Ha Long, Hai Phong, Hanoi in Vietnam, and Da Nang. And then in Thailand, I highly recommend Ao Nang, Phuket, although Phuket is a little bit touristy, Chiang Mai, Bangkok, and those places will do you well. I hope you enjoyed that comparison. Those are 3 positives about both places and a few differences between the 2 countries. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and hit that post notifications bell so you never miss a video. We're going to be creating a lot more content on this channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.